cannot be judgmental of anyone who struggles with live streams. This is my first time live streaming, so thank you for the 7-minute technical delay, and I hope I didn't make anyone too seasick moving the camera around. So here I am. Okay, thank you for your patience. We're officially on the go. You came here for some music, so I'm going to do a little tune for you. And this video is sponsored by the Village of Songwood Renaissance Festival, otherwise known as the Southeast Texas Renaissance Festival, Renaissance Fair. We're kind of going through an identity crisis right now. We don't know what we're called. So one of those is the event. We were supposed to have the event down in Kirbyville, Texas today. Unfortunately, the whole place has been hammered by rain. We had to open a week late because of rain. And last weekend, we actually were there, opening weekend. Lots of fun. Hot, but still a lot of fun. And this weekend, unfortunately, we had to close again because we've just been lots and lots of storms. The whole site is just absolutely muddy. And so it wasn't safe for people to drive there. The parking area right now, it hasn't been driven a lot because it's a new location. So very muddy, vehicles would get stuck, and the grounds themselves are very muddy. So we did this online event. So check out the link, see what the vendors are up to, and I'm going to go ahead and play some music. This is a little Renaissance dance tune called Black Nag, one of my favorites. And this is my own arrangement. It's a not so dancey at the beginning, but it gets dancey later on. And if you would like, go ahead and dance. You're probably at home without anyone watching. So enjoy yourself. And here we go, Black Nag. Part. Thank you for all your thunderous applause. Assumed. So if I'm looking awkwardly off to the side, this is where my screen is, and this is just a camera, so not as interesting as looking at real people. So I am... Okay, yay. Okay, yay. Thank you, Raphael. And Dr. P. So Like I said, that was Black Nag. I played that on my hammer dulcimer. This is the largest instrument that I will be playing today. I was going to say it's the largest instrument I own, but that's not true. I own a piano. It's much larger. And this is shockingly portable compared to a piano. And you play it with these fun little hammers. They are made out of wood, and yeah, it's big trapezoid. This has 82 strings. Between all my instruments I'll be playing today, I have over 100 strings. So yay! I've been spending a lot of time preparing for this, getting everything in tune. And let's do another. I want to let you know, anytime you have any questions, drop them in the chat. If you have any requests, if they're songs I know, I will play them. And if they're not, I will pretend to not see your comment. So let's switch instruments. So I brought a few instruments today, and I usually do during my show. So this is kind of a repeat of my regular Ren Fair show, which unfortunately I cannot do today because the fair was rained out. So we're kind of doing a virtual fair. So this instrument, hammer dulcimer, has roots that go all the way back to the Middle Ages and Renaissance, but still played today in modern Appalachian folk music. And this particular instrument is probably, well, depending on where my audience is, since we're online, you could be from anywhere. This is definitely more obscure in the US. This is a gusli, Eastern European folk instrument. It's a type of psaltery. All of these are types of psalteries. They're boxes with strings. So that is a, yeah. So must be a chore to tune that thing. It is. Takes me a solid 30 minutes, I would say. Actually, I normally don't chime it because that's a little depressing. Next tune is Tempus Transit Gilium from the Carmina Burana manuscript. And it's a song about falling in love during the springtime. You may be familiar with Carmina Burana from Orff's opera, very well known, written in the 20th century. This is actually, he took the words from a medieval manuscript, but some of those tunes actually, those words had melodies or somewhat melodies that we can translate from the time. So this is sometime between 11th and 13th century German piece, but in Latin. Thank you. This instrument, you're so gifted. Oh, wow. So Dr. P has a whole host of fun instruments. So you need to add a Goosley to your collection. I should drop a link to, actually, I'll do that right now. I'm thinking about it. My maker of this instrument, Elis Chumako, who lives in Belarus, and he is, I believe I heard that he's taking orders now. He kind of had a little tragedy where his shop burned down a couple years ago, but he's got it built and he's making instruments. So that may not look like a website, but if you put in your browser goosely.by, you'll get his website. And so check him out. Wonderful, wonderful musician as well as a maker. And yeah, so I have another instrument to introduce today, kind of. This is the part of the show where I would normally grab my hognose psaltery and talk about how this is a Western European version of kind of the same thing, very typical shape from the Middle Ages. But unfortunately, I'm not going to play this instrument today because it broke. It did not like the weather. Now I'm not too upset. I know everyone's like, oh no, your instrument broke. I got this very cheap at a thrift store, secondhand, and oh my gosh, I'm surprised. I rebuilt it multiple times, and I tried to rebuild it earlier this week because it was broken last weekend, and it broke immediately again. So it's toast. If anyone would like a nice wall hanger decor for your room, let me know because I have this instrument. So we're not going to play that guy today. Sad. But if you've seen some of my older YouTube videos, I play on some of these little psalteries, and this instrument is actually tuned exactly like that one normally is when it can hold a tune, but except it's an octave higher. So it's very quiet. It's very beautiful, but very quiet. So I'm going to play a little song, not sing along because I'm not sure how you'll be able to hear it. So let me know in the comments if you can hear this because it is very quiet. I'm going to play a little French love song called Quand je suis mis à l'étoile. Not going to sing along, partially because I'm working on the lyrics, partially because I don't want to disturb the music. This is Guillaume de Macheron, the 14th century composer. And it's a love song about about a man returning to see his lady and how he's happy that he gets to see his love again. So, oh, Raphael came here especially for the hog nose. Yeah, I think there is a common Brazilian brand of these little psalteries. So, hearing fine, very beautiful. Thank you. Oh gosh, I feel like I was planning on just playing a token piece on this, but Raphael came for this particular instrument. So what's another tune I can do? So let's do very popular Cantiga de Santa Maria. Cantiga de Santa Maria, the 12th century Spanish source. It's over 400 songs about miracles performed by Mary, and this is Como Pode. It's a number 166 from the over 400 songs. And it is called, it's about a man who is lame and is healed, as in he can walk, not that he tells bad jokes. Yay. I know, I'm very sad that the hog nose is broken too. But I have another one on order. So once the luthier actually gets around to making it, we're going to have a new one. It's going to be really nice. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be hopefully even more strings than that. I'm excited. So I'm not not terribly heartbroken because I know I'm getting another one, but I've been waiting a long time for the one on order. All right, what have we got? Some more comments. We've got Brian from Blackbeards. Oh my gosh, you know what? So this fair. If you are, I know probably I've got people from who knows all over the place. But if you happen to be in Southeast Texas, please go to this fair. Check out the link that's in the comments, and you should be able to, in the description of the video, to find out more about these wonderful vendors. Blackbeards is a restaurant, a food vendor. Oh, they make delicious food. They're right on the Louisiana border, so they've got like amazing boudin, and oh my gosh. And it's unhealthy, but it's delicious. They also sell salads if you're on a diet. So Blackbeards, Bobby's Smokehouse, made me probably the best chicken wings I've ever had last weekend. I miss you guys. I have to just eat my own boring food. I read Raphael's mind. He was going to request a Cantiga. You got a Cantiga. So, and we've got Uncorked with Brandy. So she also makes these custom printed mugs. So everybody stay hydrated. I've got my stoneware mug today. There are no pottery vendors at the Ren Fair, as far as I'm aware. So if you sell pottery, hook up with this fair. But there are some great people like Brandy who sell, like I said, these custom cool printed cups. And we've also got Woods Cups, which makes these beautiful handmade wood-turned cups. And they're got resin on the inside and outside, super durable. Again, if you can make it down to the fair, or look them up online, look them up on the event that people are posting advertisements for their booths, because these poor people, this is their livelihood for a lot of them. And they really need your support because they were expecting to have some good events this weekend, and the rain is just not playing nice with us. So, all right. I was planning on only doing 30 minutes, but I haven't hardly played anything, and we're getting close to the end of 30 minutes. It's because I had a slow start. I think I'm gonna go a little longer. Hope nobody minds. I'm talking more than I normally do, but I'm trying to advertise for my friends who are out there. I'm going to go back to the Hammer Dulcimer, and this is a song from my favorite source, the Libre from Ile de Montserrat. Everyone who's seen my show is like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of hearing that. But someday I'm going to learn a whole set from this. This is Stella Splendens, and it tells the miracle of a shining star that fell from heaven and landed on the side of the Mount of Montserrat, Spain. And some shepherds that were in the area went into the cave that was where on the mountainside where this star fell, and they found a statue of the Virgin Mary, and it was a miracle. So they built a shrine. Lots of people went on a religious journey. This song tells that story. And the cool thing is, if you're ever in Montserrat, Spain today, you can still see the statue from this miracle. And someday I'm going to go. Stella Splendens. Oh, this is an excellent example of medieval polyphony, where you've got two independent melodies you stack on top of each other and get some kind of different harmonies. So enjoy. piece. I just absolutely love it. And I love the polyphony on the dulcimer. So, all right. What have we got? More comments. And we've got currently pouring again. So it's raining down in Southeast Texas. Beautiful day here in Longview, Texas, which is a couple hours north. And oh, we've got Po Man Outdoors making a comment. They're the RV park that's right next to our site and actually sold the site to our owner, Jay. So thank you so much for allowing us to have a beautiful place to have our fair. And once we get it built up, it'll be great. We're just and unseasonably rainy. So, and Polyphonic King, thank you. So I'm going over 30 minutes. That's just happening. I haven't played hardly anything. I've been talking too much and messing with technology. So next tune is another one from Libre from de Montserrat, my favorite medieval source. And it's Maria Matram. Love, love, love this song. Very lovely song. It's just a praise to Mary song. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. Brandy didn't know I had one. So subscribe and like and share and all those fun things. I've had this YouTube channel for quite a while. So, oh, you're seeing I've got a cheater here. Yes, I have some music. All right. So since everyone is probably at home, let's see. I'm looking for something. Aha. I think everyone's at home and everyone can get away with, doesn't have to drive anywhere. So we're going to do a drinking song. You're all going to have to drink for me. I can't drink right now. You can ask people why I can't drink right now. Some of them know. All right. So I've done a lot of religious pieces. So for my drinking song, I'm going to do a drinking song that was found in a monastery. This is actually another from the Carmina Burana. The Carmina Burana manuscript was actually found in a monastery. The thing about this is, so if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, ooh, these don't really seem monastery appropriate. Drinking and chasing girls and falling in love. We have to understand in the Middle Ages where you got your education was at monasteries. So they're not just monastery songs. These are like college kid songs. So this is a college kid song from sometime between 11th and 13th college kid song from sometime between 11th and 13th century Germany, in Latin. And it's called In Taberna. This one actually didn't make Orff's opera, but he wrote an original tune. This is as best as we can interpret the historical tune. And basically translates, everyone's in the bar drinking. Everyone's in the tavern drinking. Good times. So, again, enjoy your day at the fair online from the comfort of your home. Okay, Dr. P asks, what key is this in? So that last song was in D minor. So since I've got, you're a captive audience. Actually, you're not. You can just totally log off anytime you want. So this is, I would say the keys it plays friendly in are F major or D minor. How it's tuned, it's got 11 strings. And the way that these works are, you got 11 strings, you got 11 notes. That's it. So it's G, A, C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat in this case, C, D. So that's my scale. And the way I play this is really cool, kind of a nifty way. And this is traditional for this instrument. If I just play all the strings, you get kind of this big mess. So what you do is you touch the strings you don't want to sound with the left hand, and then you strum the rest of them with your right hand. And you can make chords. So that's the cool thing. And if you want, you can do a combination of plucking and strumming, and you get kind of all these fun little variations. So that's, and I am using a fairly regular guitar pick. Actually, this is a pretty cool pick. It is Thalia is the brand. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's actually it's a normal shaped guitar pick, but it's made out of wood. So it has a kind of a little warmer sound. Absolutely can use a standard normal pick on this. I just happen to use this because I kind of like it. So, I mean, not particularly historical. Historical picks probably were made out of either feathers or cow horn or some kind of animal horn, or possibly even gut strings. But I know that's common in Western Europe. I'm not as sure about in Eastern Europe. So, yeah. But anyway, fun instrument. I'm absolutely adore this one. Okay. I've given this some love on the past few pieces. I'm trying to think what I should go to next. I'm going to go back to my dulcimer. And not only back to my dulcimer, but also back to the Liber Vermil de Montserrat, my favorite medieval source. This is a song that is about something that was on lots of people's minds during the Middle Ages. It's a song about death. So I jokingly call it the happy song about death because it's in a major key and it sounds kind of fun. It's what you would call a memento mori. So the idea is we're all going to die. We don't know when. So live a life that you're proud of today. And I think that's a good message for us today. So it's sort of like the YOLO thing, only it's like actually positive. So we're going to do that song. It's called Ad Mortem Festinamus. This is my instrumental arrangement, and supposed to kind of evoke the idea of passing time. Thank you. I don't know. Yeah, Raphael. I'm going to do another Cantiga de Santa Maria on my little, not hognose psaltery. So psalteries in the Middle Ages and actually today still, they all come in different shapes. So there are historical ones that are little trapezoids like this, or like the goosely. So I think this is called Marveloso Piadoso, and it's a miracle. And I honestly can't remember the story that goes behind this one. So it's another Cantigas in Santa Maria. I can remember. I feel a little. Have to orient myself on this instrument because I actually haven't played this one in a long time. I've been mostly playing the big one. So, Jill Gunda is on here. She sells jewelry at the Southeast Texas Renaissance Fair. So let me tell you a little bit about the fair. You know, it's small, it's new, but we're rocking it. We've got a wonderful group of people who are super, super fantastic. So I'm doing this live stream to help support our vendors and advertise for the fair. We had to close today due to rain. So Southeast Texas Renaissance Fair, otherwise known as Village of Songwood, we've got a bit of an identity crisis right now. We don't know what we are, but we're one of those, and we're in Kirbyville, Texas. And we've got wonderful food vendors. So I love Blackbeard's and Bobby's, delicious food. We've got several crocheted items. We've got some resin art. We've got a lot of jewelry vendors with lots of beautiful different things, several handmade leather items. And most of this stuff is handmade, guys. It's really, really cool stuff. So there's some swords. There's a guy who does sharpening. I'm planning on taking some vintage sewing scissors down there if I can remember them and see if you can get those sharpened up for me. So yeah, it's a cool event. And I can't even tell you all the things that are there. Lots and lots of vendors, really a good time. So Dr. P has been inspired to work on some music, and it's raining in Illinois too. Sorry, I guess I'm the only place with nice weather. Oh, we've got Shy and Mike. Yes, I do miss seeing you guys. I mean, I got to see you last weekend. So this show is a lot more fun in person, and I'm always welcome to talk to you guys and show you my instruments if I get to see you in person. So we're making do with here. So I'm going to go back to my Goosely and do a little instrumental tune. Actually, this is a medley of songs from Belarus. This instrument's from Belarus. Not really the best place to be right now, but that's a different story. These are a set of 16th, 17th century tunes that were all found in a notebook together. Some Polish priest had them, or bishop, I think, yes. And it was discovered with all this old Belarusian music in it, which is pretty cool. So let's see how this goes. myself a little turned around in that one because I played a bit different order than I normally do. Thanks, Kathy, saying she's liking the new pieces. So I got started in the SCA. She's an SCA friend. So, but at some point I decided to do some, give Ren Fairs a try, and I've really enjoyed it. So, but unfortunately I haven't been to the SCA as much. So SCA, Society of Creative Anachronism, it's a historical reenactment club that's actually international. So check it out if you want to, delve into the Middle Ages and Renaissance a little more. So, unless I have any protests, any last requests, I'm going to do one more song. Before I go, again, I want to say this live stream is sponsored by Village of Songwood and Southeast Texas Renaissance Fair. I also plan to do a live stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. Hopefully it will start up a little smoother than we did today. So I apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning. And in the description of the video, there's a link to an online event where vendors are showing off their wares. But if you get the chance, please come down to the fair in Kirbyville, Texas, and I'll be performing live there. We've also got some other great entertainers. The whole fair, we've got Scarlet Fever, Fire Spinner, and oh my gosh, she is super talented. And if I try to do what she does, I would just be dead. But super nice lady. Wonderful fire spinning. We've also got a musical duo, Opal Dragons, and a guitarist who does a lot of her own songs and arrangements and covers of other songs, good Ren Fair music. And she's got Patrick. So Diane does the vocals and guitar. Patrick does he does Doombeck and backup vocals. And we're also, the last 2 weekends of the fair, I believe we should have a pair of pirates, which is a pirate band that consists of 3 people who apparently don't know how to count. But they have a fun show. I've seen them before, so do check them out. And so, hello, Tangled Tidings. So yeah, absolutely. Come check out the fair. So many cool things, so many great people, and I highly recommend it. So the last song is a song in honor of the weather. If I can find it to keep me honest. So I like to close my shows with this song. It is the last song in the play Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. The play ends with a jester coming out on stage and singing this song, which is about rain. And it's appropriate because it talks about how it rains every day, and it feels like, oh my gosh, it's been raining every day for a long time down here. When that I wasn't a little time boy, with hay, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy. For the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with you so much for spending some time with me. And if you've enjoyed my show, consider dropping me a tip. I have a tip basket. But of course, obviously, you can't do this over the internet. So come to Kirbyville and put some money in my tip basket. Or if you can't come to Kirbyville and you really want to give me a tip, you can send it magically from anywhere by checking the link in my description to my Venmo account. So again, mostly I'm happy you spent some of the day with me. I will be back here live streaming. I'll review this, make sure I don't play too many of the repeat songs. Hopefully come up with something a little more original. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all later at the fair or online, wherever it may be. Thank you for enjoying my music. I'm logging off.